should surprise you to learn that Alzheimer's kills more people each year than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. Leading cause of death, and there is still no known cause and no known cure. My mother died of Alzheimer's this past July, and tomorrow night at 7, we are continuing our series of special annual reports on this devastating disease. And one person who shared his own personal story with us is our own Ben Gelber. If you watch NBC4, you've likely seen Ben Gelber's snow-covered pictures of his hometown in Pennsylvania's Pocono Mountains. And you know he loves the snow, even when it means treacherous driving. You might not know he was making those 8-hour drives through ice and snow to manage the care of his ailing parents. And after the death of his mother, trying to care long distance for his father, who has Alzheimer's.
Long-distance care is next to impossible.
It's the reason Ben made the decision to move his father to an Alzheimer's care unit just 10 minutes from his home in Hilliard. Ben is also overseeing the care of an uncle who's in a nursing home in the Bronx.
You're never sure exactly, what information you're getting. Is your parent or loved one receiving adequate care for his or her needs? And that can only be addressed locally, and that's why I'm also bringing his brother, who's 94, here from
But it's a financial burden for families, isn't it?
It's a huge financial burden.
But Ben is also finding joy in spending time with his father, mining his memories.
My dad was frequently voted the most popular teacher on campus at East Stroudsburg University.
I fell in love with the English language and English literature.
A professor of English composition, he can still quote Shakespeare, but could not remember meeting me 5 minutes earlier.
It's very difficult knowing that 5, 6, 7 years ago, my dad was walking around. He played tennis into his 80s.
And I don't remember the woman I married. I think her name was Judy.
It was Judy.
Norman can't always remember the woman he was married to for 60 years. Or his sons, Ben and Dan.
You have to deal with reality as it is. You always go back in your mind to...
Okay, where's Dan now?
Dan's in Texas.
Now, we will have much more of this story with Ben Gelber and his advice for those who are trying to manage care long distance. That's tomorrow night at 7. We'll also be talking with a leading Alzheimer's specialist. And my family and friends share a grief counseling session. That's tomorrow night at 7 here on NBC4.